Good day, everyone. My name is Stephanie with Southern Oklahoma Library System, and today I am bringing you the program Babies Needs Words Every Day, Talk, Read, Sing, and Play. And this is brought to you by a grant provided by the Oklahoma Partnership for School Readiness, and it was developed by the Association of Library Service to Children. Babies Need Words Every Day is a national public awareness initiative created to help bridge the 30 million word gap. By the age of 4, children in low-income homes will have heard 30 million fewer words than their more advantaged peers. This word gap has a profound influence on a child's ability to succeed in school and later in life. Among children born in 2001, only 48% of low-income children started school ready to learn, compared to 75% of children from middle-income families. And these statistics were from Too Small to Fail. Ongoing research proves that one of the most high-impact and cost-effective ways to reduce crime, improve health and education outcomes, and build a thriving community is by investing in its youngest members. The Babies Need Words Everyday Project is a simple, powerful, affordable intervention that can help to bridge the achievement gap and improve a student's chances to thrive later in life. Biggest influencers on babies are parents and caregivers. Vital importance of caregivers: talking with their babies. Ideals for sharing words, rhymes, songs, and other playful ideals. When you visit any of the Southern Oklahoma Library System branches in your community, you will notice that we have posters like this one displayed in our children's area and any area that may be visited by the children or parents, such as diaper changing stations, the children's area, and our meeting room. These posters give examples of how to play, sing, and talk with your child. This poster is an example of play. So it says, let's play peekaboo. Peekaboo, peekaboo, I see you, I see you. I see your button nose, I see your tiny toes. Peekaboo, I see you. So this poster will give you an example of how to play with your child if they are on your lap or laying on a blanket, and it directs you to touch their nose and their toes and to maybe hold a blanket over your face or their face and say peekaboo. This poster is an example of talking with your child. You'll notice down at the bottom that it has little information bits, and it says, when you walk from place to place with your child and talk about things you see, your child learns new words. So this one will encourage you as you walk through maybe a park with your child to ask them open-ended questions like, what do you see in the tree? Do you see a bird? What color is the bird? Or what do you notice about the bird or the butterfly or whatever it is that you are seeing in the park with your child? Or maybe in the grocery store, have them compare boxes of cereal. Are the colors different? What are different about the pictures on them? Stuff like that. So this just encourages you to talk with your child and help them learn new words to become familiar with. This poster encourages your singing with your baby. So singing to your baby during every diaper change will help your baby learn individual sounds and prepare your child. You can also sing with your child while you're feeding them, or if it's a toddler, while you're sitting there maybe coloring with them or preparing a meal together. My oldest child, he learned to spell his name in the tune of the Mickey Mouse song. So, that was really helped it stick in his head. So this one is a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So it just encourages you to sing small songs with your child. In the libraries, you'll also find a brochure like here showed on your screen. And on this brochure, it lists all the books that go with this grant. And you'll notice that there are different categories: diversity, nursery rhymes, stories to share, sign language, books with faces, playful languages, colors, how to manipulate, all kinds of good books here. And we've ordered most of these books that were available to have in the library. At this current time, you cannot check them out until after August because we are incorporating them in our summer reading program in a lap set corner in our branches. So in these lap set corners, you'll be able to come in, read the books with your child. You'll have scarves and bells and other activities to do with your child that will help you and guide you in the process to play and sing and talk with your child, whether it's an infant through a toddler age. So you're probably wondering, why did the library look to receive this grant? Well, historically, libraries have served an essential role in providing equal access to knowledge, a role that is even more essential as information technology and community demographics change rapidly. Through their diverse services, libraries are uniquely positioned to support family literacy and learning across backgrounds. The Babies Needs Words Every Day is just one more way that libraries offer essential support for lifelong learning to the diverse families in their communities. So if you go back to that book list, you'll notice that there was the section in diversity and books with faces. And I really liked this book selection for that reason, because babies will get to look at faces that they see when they are looking back at their parents, their caregivers, or other family members that play a part in their life. If you're wanting more information about the campaign and additional resources to promote early childhood development, you can visit www.ala.org, ALSC, Babies Needs Words. I'll leave this up here for just a few moments if you want to write that down. And here are some other additional resources for you to use as well. So the next thing I would like to do, I'm going to demonstrate a few examples of how to play with your baby.
Hello, now I'm going to demonstrate how to read, play, and sing with your baby. So this is my baby I have. Isn't he cute? It's just so cute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read. So if your child's old enough to support himself in your lap when you're sitting on the couch or in the floor, wherever you choose to read, just prop them up like this. If they're not, if they're still an infant, it's okay to snuggle them. But when you read to your child, you want them to be snuggled and feel comfort and have your arms all nice around them. So you can either hold them like this, if they cannot hold their head up yet, and you can read to them. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And then you can ask him, do you see the star? There's a star up above the world so high. But if your child is older, where they can support themselves, maybe be a little bit more interactive, you know, maybe there's like 5, 6 months old, and you put them in your lap and you can read to them. And you can say, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Can you point to the star? And you can take their hand and help them point to the star and touch it and feel it. Because that's how babies learn. That's why everything goes in their mouths, is they learn by touching and feeling. How I wonder what you are. Can you find the star? Do you see the star up there? Very good. Do you see the little girl in the picture? Right there's the little girl. Good job. And you can see on my book that there is a star and a little girl down here holding a baby. Up above the world so high. Do you see the star again? Up there. Good job. Do you see the teddy bear? Good job. And you can see in my book that there is the star and the teddy bear. So I'm just having the baby point and touch them and feel. And yes, my baby is the perfect baby right now, but they're not going to. They're going to grab it and slap at it. They're going to want to chew it, and that's okay. That's why all the books that were purchased with this grant are board books so that they can't really be damaged. They can touch them, they can chew on them, they can slobber on them, and they just wipe right off. So it's really a great thing to have for your babies are the board books. So that's reading with your baby. And then the next thing we're going to do, of course, there's this singing with the baby. So you can always comfort them and sing to them. You know, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Notice how I made contact with them with my eyes. I touched them and I was feeling of them and loving on them. That helps them to pay attention to you, feel your love and your comfort, and it helps them to process the words that you're singing. So that's singing, simple. The next is going to be a couple of demonstrations on play with your baby. And of course, this is also different if your child is younger or older, if they're able to set up on their own, or if they have to sit in your lap, you know, things like that. But those are all things that you can still do with them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn it around and lay them in your lap with their feet up. Or you can lay them on the blanket, on the floor, on your couch. But for the video, I'm going to leave him in my lap so that you can see him visually very well. So the first thing we're going to do is I have a scarf. And you don't have to have a scarf. You can have a, you know, just a cute dish towel, a colorful dish towel, or a colorful baby blanket. You know, just whatever you want to have that's around your house. And you can play with the baby and you can say, let's wave it high. And then, you know, if they're setting up and they can see it, you know, if they're an older child, you can tell them to go low. Or you can say, let's go fast or slow, like that. You can do, you know, twist or circles and zigzags and tickle their little cheeks and their noses with it. You can also, of course, play peekaboo. You can go, peekaboo, I see you. And one of our posters that was in our slideshow had the peekaboo, I see you. I see your little button nose and your tiny toes. Peekaboo, I see you. You can also put it over their face. You can go, peekaboo, I see you. So that's a way you can play with the scarf or a blanket. You can also use bells if you have them. These were purchased really cheap on Amazon. And you can either keep them in your hand and play with them or tickle them. You can do patty cake with them so that they hear them. You can put them on their wrist. You can put them on their ankles. The problem with putting them on their wrist is that everything's going to go in their mouth. So I personally would not put it on their wrist so that they couldn't get these little bells in their mouth because we would hate for one to accidentally come off in their mouth. But you can put them on their ankles, just like so. And I have 2 of them. And of course, you know, you'd want to supervise your baby with these. This isn't something you'd put on them and just walk away and let them play on the floor. So then you could just tap their legs together. You could tap them fast, tap them slow, and stuff like that with the little bells. The other thing I have, of course, is good old patty cake. We all love patty cakes. It's patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll 'em up, and throw 'em in the pan. Good job. You did so good. So there's that one. And of course we have this little piggy. So you want to expose their little toes. If you can feel them through their little pajamas, you could say, this little piggy went to the market. And this little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home. So there's that little poem you can do to play with them. Now, of course, you can set them up, support their heads. Comb his hair down. Set him up, and you can bounce him. You can say, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and drop him down and bring him back up. All the king's horsemen and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And that's a way to play with them that way. There's also my favorite I always do with my kids. That was, giddy up, horsey, go to town. Giddy up, horsey, don't fall down. And then they fall to the ground. So there's that one. So to add in some counting, you can do 5 little rabbits were hiding in the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumped out and they ran away. Or you could go up their legs and say they ran away and give your baby a little tickle. So there's those. And then there's, of course, Baa Baa Black Sheep, which is another knee bouncer you can do with them. So you can go, Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master and 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who ran down the lane. So there's another one that you can always do and play with your child. And here's the last one. I always do with my older son and my younger son, and they've loved it. So this one's called I'm a Little Piece of Tin. I'm a little piece of tin, nobody knows the shape I'm in. I got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm a 4-door, I'm a Ford. And then it goes honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, beep, beep. So you can do their ears. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle. Little tap on the forehead, crash, and then their nose is beep, beep. Or you can crash on their chin, whichever you want to do. So this goes honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, oops. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, beep, beep. Honk, 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 honk. So there's that one. And then there is my last one that I'm going to demonstrate to you today is Skinnamarink-a-dinky-dink. And that goes back to singing as well. Skinnamarink-a-dinky-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Then that is our demonstration. So you can always add puppets in them, or their favorite doll or stuffed animal. You can always add that in there too when you're doing like Baa Baa Black Sheep, if you have a stuffed sheep or a monkey, and you can do the 5 little monkeys with them and just stuff like that. So it's always important to play, sing, and read to your child whenever you have the opportunity to do it. I hope you enjoyed this grant that was brought to you in our video presentation, and I hope to see you all in our library when we open back up using our lap set corners and in there playing and singing and talking with your child. Thank you and have a wonderful day.